Hey, Coach, welcome. So glad you found us on YouTube. Let me know how I can help. As you can see, I've won lots of championships. I've won my fair share of balls behind, run one of the best high school programs in the country, coached a bunch of NBA guys. Let me help you become a better basketball coach. This video is just one small piece. Let me mentor you. Teachhoops.com. Click down below or above. We'll help you do that. It is the one-stop shopping for basketball coaches. But the best part is you get a Yoda, you get a mentor. I will help you. You'll get my personal email address. You will get one-on-one calls, office hours, you name it. We will help you become a better basketball coach. Enjoy.
All right, welcome to Coaching Youth Hoops.
You don't like, I don't know why you don't like my coffee mug, Coach.
Don't
Hey,
like
this
your
is
coffee.
basketball. I found this in Wisconsin when I was there visiting
I know you did.
at a thrift store, less than $1. And I'm like, okay, it was calling me. It was like a beacon, big light on.
We were working so hard when we went to the lake, we didn't even get to the thrift store. They have 3 of them on Main Street in Watoma.
Oh, really? No.
We'll have to go back.
You have to go back. Well, yeah, definitely. I get just because
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
family and
Yeah.
all right. So first of all, tell people about the new podcast.
Because we needed to fill up more of our time. We were
That's funny.
Yeah, right. I'm getting ready for your retirement, Coach. We are launching a new podcast. It's in the works. I think I got 4 interviews, so it'll be trickling out soon. And it's about the business of youth sports. So go check it out at Youth Sports Insider. Sign up, and we will get you the on the list and let you know when it launches. Youthsportsinsider.com. If you're an operator, an AAU program, you operate a gym, uh, interested in learning how to get sponsorships, if you're a sponsor, we're going to break it all down for you. We have some great guests coming in. So youthsportsinsider.com.
And then talk about our checklist too, Coach.
Yeah, go check out coachingyouthhoops.com/season dash checklist. Coachingyouthhoops.com season dash checklist. We'll put both URLs in the show notes, but it's everything you need to plan out your season. Season planning starts at the end of the last season, depending on what you have to do. It's time to evaluate your plays, create new playbooks, start doing your research. So by the time your season rolls around, you are ready. The season checklist breaks everything down for you. Again, coachingyouthhoops.com/season dash checklist.
All right. Now, what's today's topic?
Basically, skills not to focus on at the youth level. I specifically, want to focus kind of like in the 3rd and 4th grade level. We could, generically talk about others, but I think this is where it kind of all starts. And
It does.
it, one of the things I remember when I coached my first 3rd and 4th grade team, I didn't know what I didn't know, right? Um, and when you start coaching, if you played before, you kind of know the game, you kind of know how it breaks down. You watch other games and you just want to teach the kids a bunch of stuff. But one of the key things you're missing is their developmental cycle, where their brain is at, even, right? And the concepts there. And, you as we talked about on the show before, it's like breaking everything down to the tiny pieces. But this discussion is about what not to teach that don't waste your time on.
So I'll tell you a story. Here's a story.
Yes.
So last weekend, I ran a free youth clinic for my youth program. So
Yeah.
by myself, a little crazy. So I had second through 4th or second through 5th, and I had about 40 kids and me. And then after that, I had older kids. Anyway, so I'm sitting in our pre-talk. We're talking about basketball I'm sitting them all in the center circle working.
Yeah.
And for somehow it came up we're talking about shooting form, and I was talking about shooting form and doing some stuff. And then I said, none of you should shoot 3-pointers ever. And this is like 2nd through 4th grade.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
one of the kids raises his hand. He goes, my dad says I can shoot threes whenever I'm open. And like one of the kids, it's like a 3rd grader. And I go, well, I can, and then another kid goes, I can hit 3-pointers all the time and blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
And it's like, I said, well, then I got into this. You don't get into a discussion with a 3rd grader anyway about their ability to do that. But that would be the number one thing at this age level, that they're not strong enough. They're not strong enough to shoot that distance consistently and with proper form. And that is something, a skill. The deep shot 3 is one skill that you should definitely that should not be worked on ever. Like, they just shouldn't shoot that. That's more than my guy shooting in an NBA 3 level. That's the issue. It's this two-handed shove because they're not strong enough to get it up from that distance. There should be another 3-point line for young kids, ideally on a court.
That's interesting concept. Yeah.
Isn't it? It's like, it should be like, and the top of it should be like the free throw line.
Yeah.
And going down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like we have a college one and an NBA one. We should have a youth one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That and getting rid of the jump ball are my 2 things that would help the game, I think. Anyway.
Interesting. Yeah.
There you go.
Well, and that actually brings it. I mean, you mentioned the jump ball. I wouldn't worry about the jump ball. Just show them where they line up.
Right. But I mean, we only jump the ball once. It's a skill. It's a thing that I don't know why we have it anymore. They don't even have circles at the free throw lines anymore. They have a half.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because no one does it anymore. So why do we do it at the beginning of the game?
Yeah.
Why not just, anyway, that's one of my fights for the change of game of basketball. Anyway.
Let's keep on going down the list. So yours is threes. I would say for me, my biggest thing is the press, like a press, and then of course a press break, right? Just stop pressing in 3rd grade. Just stop at every level.
Right.
And I'm sure we're here. Well, when are they going to learn? They got plenty of time to learn. There's other things that they need to focus on other than how to press and how to create and your press break. Just stop. Right?
Stop. Just stop.
And I would say, and the nice thing is, some of the leagues across at least in the United States, they're putting these things into place. Like, you can't shoot threes. I mean, you can shoot them, but they still count as a 2, right? Or no press. You can't pick it, anyone up until half court. I just think there's so many other detailed skills that you need to put your precious practice time on. Again, you got an hour and a half, maybe twice a week. Some people only have an hour once a week.
Right.
Oh,
don't do it. All right. So let's give a big shout out to Game Changer Coach.
Yeah, coaches, go check out gc.com/coaching youth hoops. GC is your one app that you need to track all your stats. It'll give you game highlights and post-game analysis, as well as live game streaming. And it's all free for coaches. Go to gc.com/coaching youth hoops.
Awesome. So I know this, I'm not sure this is a skill, but I'm going to throw this out there.
Okay.
The skill you should not teach at the 3rd and 4th grade level is zone defenses.
Oh, yeah, exactly. No, that's it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Those are the things you shouldn't teach. Yes.
You shouldn't teach that. Like, you shouldn't teach that. Because, like, so I've told one of my youth coaches this. I said, I was telling you the story about us running our combination defense against the leading scorer in the state. He was averaging, I don't know what he was averaging, almost 40 points a game until we played him, and then we held him to 11. So I was able to teach that in a day. like our box and one, the
Mm,
drops, where they
mm,
needed to go, how we needed to double him in a day. We played on Saturday and we played that team on Tuesday. So we had Monday to do it. That's it.
mm-hmm.
Monday. We had Monday. Um, and I was able to do it because my guys understood, they understand basic fundamental principles. They understand those kind of things. I can teach
Right.
people as they move up, you can teach them those kind of things
That's
quickly.
right.
You cannot teach man-to-man defense. It takes years to get good at that. And that's
Yeah.
why at the third or fourth grade level, you should be teaching them that at that level, in my opinion. Don't you think?
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, which reminds me of a conversation I had. I just did a rebounding drill with my team, and then we did a scrimmage. You know how many, these are eighth grade kids. You know how many actually boxed out and rebounded or boxed out? Oh my gosh.
I know.
You just
I
want to,
know.
as a coach, you want to pull your hair out because
I know.
it,
We should
it's
do a
not the first day I'm
podcast.
working on rebounding and
We should do a
boxing out, right?
podcast on what people should be teaching too at some point. But
Yeah, well,
anyway,
yeah. Oh yeah, we will.
so
Um,
if you're a late middle school or high school coach and you want to learn the combination defense that actually stop this player, he's going to be like the fifth leading scorer all time in the state of Wisconsin. I'm going to do a cheap plug at combinationdefense.com and you can go over and get it. So
he's gonna
anyway,
be mad. He's probably mad at you. He's cursing you right now.
well,
Okay, next. So we
if you
have,
know anything about averages, coach. So here I'm going to
yeah.
1 1 1 1 1 1 1 a million, right? One value messed up that average, right?
Oh, yeah,
Well, all of a sudden when you're averaging 38, 37, 32, 42, and then I throw an 11 in there,
yeah,
you drop a
yeah,
couple points. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it messed them up pretty bad. I think. We don't
Check
want to
out
play
of
him.
that.
We don't want to play him again. We don't want to play him again. We don't want to play him again.
They'll be ready for that.
Yeah, they will be.
Okay, so we have threes. We have zone defense. We have press and press break. You alluded to this a little bit, but I think it's uh, in your this again. We're talking specifically coach, and we're not talking about skills training. We're talking about coaching your team. Don't worry about shooting form for at the third and the fourth grade level. Let them shoot with two hands at that level. Work on other things. What do you think about that?
No, I agree. I mean, I think part of that is I think you want to be able to it's that's the distance issue. I think you can work a little bit on form if they're close enough, but close enough is probably a couple feet and the basket's too high. Probably.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
considering like the
Yeah.
form. It takes a long time. I encourage them definitely to work on form
Right.
outside. If you're doing a camp, right, then we work on form. We take time to do that. Spend a lot of time on that. Again, I think it's an important skill, but I don't think you should take a lot of practice time to work on form.
I
Bec-
agree.
yeah.
I agree.
All
No,
right.
I mean,
Let's
so let's reiterate that. We're talking about practice time. Like,
We're talking about practice
yes, you
time.
don't
Right.
outside if you're a dad and you're working with your son or daughter and or
Definitely work
mom
on
working with
form.
your
One-handed
anyway in
shooting
the
form, whatever
driveway,
the that's right.
absolutely. And we could do a whole pot
Lower the hoop,
right, lower the
right? If you
hoop,
can.
one
Yep.
hand, elbow. We could
Yeah.
do the whole. We could talk
And
about how
and
we
and
do.
it is good at that level to start introducing that. Just don't expect them to do it in a game,
Right. Yes, because they're
right?
not
Under
gonna.
pressure, they're just going to use the two hands and throw the ball up
I agree.
for the most part. Again, we're talking,
The young,
well, and also the average player,
right,
right?
right,
We're not talking about the
superstar,
elite coach with the elite player already turned us off, I guess, anyway. So 'cause it's
right.
like, oh, my son can shoot since he was in second grade, can shoot threes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. All right, coach. Anything else?
Oh yeah, yeah. I got one more.
Oh, you do? You have more? I don't have any.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Yeah.
How about this defending screens? Do you waste any time on how to defend a screen at third and fourth grade?
No, I don't really spend a lot of time on it at a high school level. We just
Yeah.
switch everything. So because there's too many ways to do that. We are a hard head.
There's
Yeah.
I always tell my players and coaches, I literally probably teach an entire clinic for 2 to 3 hours on screens and defending screens.
Right. How to set a screen,
How to set a screen. Yeah,
right.
the different variations of how to defend the screen, how to come off the screens.
So
There are so many
simplify is what I'd say to coaches is like decide how you want to defend it. Do you want to switch it? Do you want to show? Do you want to
Yeah,
but not the third, fourth grade level at all. You don't need to worry
right.
about that.
They don't need to worry about that. Yeah, they can barely dribble for the most part, right?
Have to train.
Okay. So we got it covered. So we got threes. Let's do a recap. Threes.
Yep.
Okay, again, what are we talking about? Skills not to focus on in your practice.
Right.
Threes, zone defense.
Defense.
That's always a controversy.
Yep.
Press and press break.
Yep.
Shooting form and defending screens.
Defending screens.
Anything else that we obvious
No.
that we missed?
No. I mean, that's plenty to throw out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's plenty to cross off and not worry about. Yeah.
I agree. All right. Give a big shout out to GC again.
All right, coaches,
GC.
go check out gc.com/coaching youth hoops. That's gc.com/coaching youth hoops. Take live video of your games. They'll provide stats back to you post game, and parents can tune in if they can't be at the game through the app. So gc.com/coaching youth hoops. Check it out for more information.
All right. Till next week.
Till next week.
Hey, Coach, I'm glad you enjoyed that video. Let me know how I can help you become a better basketball coach. Teachhoops.com is one way that I can do that. I have coached at every level, won lots of championships, lots of rings. Let me know how I can help you become a better basketball coach on and off the court. So check out Teachhoops.com for that.